In this video, I'm going to show you how to use a licking branch and how to really set up a mock scrape and how it can really help your tree stand locations this season. So we're out here today. I got two scrapes to set up right now, but this is in our mock scrape slash water hole tree stand location. We got a tree stand right here, camera right here pointed towards the water hole. We got our licking branch right here. So I'm going to reposition the camera before the season so that way we can get a picture of the water hole and the licking branch in the same picture. But using these licking branches and using mock scrapes is really good. I've shot a lot of, not shot a lot of deer, but I've seen a lot of deer come in and use them. Last year, right about this time, I had these set up and I had some nice bucks come in and use the licking branches. They don't usually use the scrape necessarily as much, only usually during the rut and during that kind of time period, but they will use this licking branch all year long. Maybe not so much into the winter months, but when those cruising trails get really good in the middle of the season, they will really start hitting these, and in the summer as well. So it's close to the last week of June, it's the later part of June, and we're going to be setting these all up in the food plot and in here, and then we'll set one up in over there a couple hundred yards for another blind location. But these will define the movement. They're going to make sure that we have this run that comes through here, this travel corridor, and we're going to set this right in the middle of this travel corridor, so that way they have to go around it or they have to hit it to go through the trail. So that's going to make sure that they get a lot of their preorbital gland scent on the bottom of this stick and up throughout it, and then they'll go on. But these are really good to define the movement. We have the tree stand set up right here, just a couple yards away, 20 yards away, and then we have the mock scrape and the water hole combination. So I'm going to set this up and then I'll show you kind of how all of it looks like together. So we got this all set up now, and hopefully the deer start using it in just a little bit, and I know they will. Last year they just really hammered on this vine. So really any type of vine works for your area, or just a normal tree for your area. Just take a branch off of that and hang it up, usually about waist high, and that's usually what I always pick. And then kind of just a diameter of this small vine. It's not, the deer aren't too picky on what they use the licking branch on, but we're gonna rough the ground up a little bit, make that scrape, and then that should stay good throughout the whole year. I haven't really had to redo the scrapes that much, maybe a couple times, but really I haven't had to redo those scrapes, so that's also nice to do. And then so this is just a really good spot for this water hole, mock scrape, camera, tree stand location. We have a screen, switchgrass screen, so this is just a really good setup of what a mock scrape and a water hole tree stand location should look like. So they're going to come through here, hit this, and then go off to their bedding. They can do it in the morning, they can do it in the evening. This is I had a really good hunt out of here in the morning. I saw three deer, and I almost shot one of the bucks that I was after. It was a really nice 9-pointer, but he should be really good this year, and hopefully he'll start rubbing on this this mock scrape soon, and this licking branch, and using this water hole. We have a couple tracks in the water hole. That's cool to see. the deer still trying to get used to this water hole being here, but I think they're just now kind of getting used to it. There's a couple tracks around it, but we have this camera up, so we'll really see once we pull the camera cards in a couple weeks to see if they're actually hitting it. And so I filled this up not too long ago, and it's still about halfway full, just where I want it. And we're gonna go set up another mock scrape over here, but I hope this helps you if you're trying to set up a mock scrape. It's really simple and it really works. And so we're gonna readjust this just a little bit, and then we're gonna go set up a new one. But if you just have a tree stand location and you don't really know what to do with it, you don't necessarily have to add a water hole. It will help define the movement, but the mock scrape in and of itself is really good. Maybe even better than the water hole itself. But the two together are really good, but either one will do fine on its own. So if you're trying to add something to a tree stand location, then the mock scrape and the licking branch is the way to go. And I'm going to add these to every single stand except one that's in a bedding area. But every other stand, every other blind, I will set up a mock scrape on, so that way it defines the movement, and that way you can have a quick shot. Just be getting ready. If a deer's coming down this travel, put your pin on the vine and then wait for him to start and hit it, and then that's a great time to have a shot opportunity. So I hope this helps you if you want to set up a vine this season, and I hope it really works for you. And make sure you set up a camera on it too to check out the summer inventory of those summer bucks, and you'll have a really good hunt this season using this mock scrape.